this story kind of came into my head about three brothers and their dynamic, and the father and the mother passing away, and the idea of the son that had left the small town and had great achievement in the big city, and then has drawn back home by this event. And when he arrives, he has to face all the skeletons in his closet, and mostly face his father, who's the patriarch of the town. His voices are powerful. He always has characters that are not afraid to make mistakes and to make things messier because of who they are as characters. He's got great attitude. He's just got a swagger to the way he writes, And he's a beautiful writer, very clean, very succinct and sharp. Every movie, somehow, there's people that just don't seem to necessarily fit together when you first think of it. I mean, you imagine in your mind working, but, my first movie was Joaquin Phoenix and Vince Vaughn, and it was just like, whoa, two totally different kind of like, and how are they? And then they kind of found it, or whenever you do a movie, that's what, you try to visualize and then figure it out, and hopefully it works. But yeah, Bobby's and Robert being Downey and Bobby being Duvall, have very different techniques, but they're both, honestly, it's like putting together great basketball players or great football players. When you put the greats together, they're going to know how to play. They got enough moves and chops and ideas and experience to know how to get into a groove together. So as a director, when you show up every day, he's hungry and he's curious and he wants to, every day, something to be great. Something has to be great. And I'm kind of competitive and strange in that same way, and ambitious, and like, why are we here if we're not trying to do something really fantastic? And you may fall short of it and just make something good, but you're certainly not going to make something incredible unless you swing for that. It's not like, let's just get into orbit and see if we land on the moon. You got to like kind of intend to get to the moon. It's somewhere that for Hank, he never felt welcome or that he fit into. So it has a little bit of an irony for him. But when he comes back, it's truly somewhere that he loved. It's someplace that when you see, anybody would love. It's not small thinking. It's not any of those things that are cliche. That I wanted the movie very intentionally for him to come back, and we're like, why would you leave? And it's for him being exiled from Eden. He's been thrown out. He can't stay. He's not invited. And by the end of the movie, he understands that maybe that's where he belongs. I think this is one of the great performances of his career, and I know that's saying a lot, and no credit to the film, it's just to him. I mean, he showed up and has done things that just leave me speechless. Every day. There isn't a take of his that you can't use. It's incredible.